Eh bien, salut tout le monde, c'est Blood, on se retrouve pour The Technomancer et on s'était arrêté là. Voilà. Alors...
Hi, Zach. How are you?
Hello, Amelia. I'm fine, thanks.
Great. Now that I've got everything, I can actually start on the repairs. But it's gonna take a day, at least. And once I start, I'm gonna be neck deep in it, so if you need me for anything else, I ain't gonna be available.
Non, t'inquiète, vas-y, répare.
Works for me. Sure you'll be able to get it working again, soon enough.
Damn straight. Even if you lost your legs, I could get you going again. Now get out and let me work.
Are you seeing anyone at the moment?
What, you mean a boyfriend? No, not right now. You applying for the position?
I mean...
Look at your face! You can't even come up with something to say. Listen, you don't look half bad, soldier. Won't take too much for me to cuddle up with you at night.
Tell me more about you growing up.
What's there to say? I was a ward of the state in abundances centers. It was lonely and, you know, the other kids were assholes, but I gotta tell you, those times my dad returned from his missions, and I got to see him, best times of my life.
Wait, what? I thought the reason you'd been placed in a center was that your dad disappeared.
Who the hell told you that? No, I was real young when they took me away. My parents were always off on missions, and someone had to take care of me, you know? I don't even remember living with them. Honestly, I don't want to talk about it.
Sure, sorry. Yeah, of course.
Oh merde!
Besides your rovers, what else makes you happy here, Amelia?
Nature. Not the bugs or animals and stuff, but the landscapes, you know? Sunsets, mountains scraping the sky, red water trickling down the hills in the spring, gray lichen floating in the morning breeze. Back in Ophir, I used to take the rover out before sunrise just to take it all in. Always managed to put things in perspective, you know? How small we all are.
Amelia the poet philosopher. Who'd have thought it?
Why you gotta be a smartass?
Aha, I'm not. I just never saw that side of you. The passion. Makes me want to take a rover out before dawn tomorrow.
Well, let's go together. I've always wanted to share it with someone.
Ouh. Bah non, c'est tout.
Zach, perfect timing. You remember Abby Goodman, friend of mine you helped before?
Yeah, of course. She really your friend, or all just part of the cover you had going on?
No, no, she is. She's a spy for Noctis too, though. She's actually been working on something for me and finally managed to get some info I'd been trying to get.
What information was that?
I spent a part of my life in a rehabilitation camp after my arrest in Ophir. It was the worst time of my existence, and I've always wondered how I'd ended up here. Who had turned us in? We were just a group of street kids. We would steal food here and there, but we weren't dangerous. However, we were arrested and deported to a camp like hardened criminals or terrorists. What happened followed me for many years, until I learned that an important member of the Vori clique was responsible for the deportation of dozens of people. Most of them were innocent, but a nuisance for the mob. I want to find that guy. I want to know if it's he who got us deported. I want to understand why and make him pay. For me and my companions, of course, but also for those poor people who hadn't asked for anything.
I'm sorry, but I can't come with you right now.
I see.
How the hell did you go from being an artist in Ophir to a spy in Noctis?
Less of a stretch than you think. After all, a good lie, like good art, has to be close to your reality, right? Truth? I was an orphan. Parents did die, and I was on the street and got sucked into a gang. We all got arrested pretty quick and ended up in a rehab camp. Swore I'd die there a couple of times because I wasn't gonna let them brainwash me, and they didn't take too kindly to that. I took the beatings, but got to keep my mind. Then the day came. Noctis attacked. They freed a lot of us and brought me here, took care of us, gave us a chance to have lives again. So I felt like I owed them something in return, and offered to go back to Ophir as a spy. Good thing, too. Otherwise, who would have torn you out of Victor's grip and brought you back here?
You always been alone? Or never had anyone you cared about?
You mean guys? Why? You the jealous type, Zach? Afraid of some competition? Scared you won't measure up? There was one guy, Nick. I was only 10, but I was head over heels for him. He died in the rehab camp after we were all deported around the same time, though. Other than him, couple flings here and there, but nothing much more serious than that. You asking because you heard the rumors in Ophir that I'd sleep with anyone wearing a medal?
No, I was just...
I did what I had to do, Zach. To do my job. Never cared about those guys. That's the truth.
You just did what you had to do.
Ah ouais? Ah, excellent.
You miss making music?
I miss performing. I mean, I still sing for myself here and there, write new lyrics when I feel inspired. But the moments I shared with my audience, it was so intense when I felt everyone humming with me.
How about you sing for me?
Maybe another time. But I'd love to. There's something intimate in sharing your art, like sharing your soul. It's why I feel like music can unite people across corporations, on opposite sides of wars or causes. It's simply beautiful. And in between the notes, our differences seem to disappear. The second all this ends, I'll get back to it. It's what I was born for, and I'm not one to deny destiny.
Du coup, si je fais genre ça, est-ce que ça améliore? On va voir, hein, je passe parce qu'on s'en fout un peu, mais a priori on s'en fout. Et les lieux...
Could you tell me more about...
Ok. Ok, et donc si je parle à Andrew...
Hey. Hey back.
What happened that day?
I had a surge. A big one. One even the Masters never saw coming, literally. Before they even knew what was happening, I electrified everyone and everything around me. It screamed like thunder from my body, before the ceiling itself finally collapsed in on me. I woke up in the infirmary without an arm, surrounded by all those powerful Masters who stood there shaken, whispering, their eyes still filled with fear. Then everything went dark again, and I woke up in a sand sail.
Ok.
Why aren't you with your family?
Right, my family. They were small-time merchants. I'm sure real proud their son was gifted with Technomancer and was joining the school. But they were also scared as shit of me for the same reason. We're all scared of what we don't understand. It's why so many fear us both. Not that I'm sure any of the Masters even asked them to take me back. It was more important to them that I disappear for good, to hide what happened, keep the illusion of their infallibility intact. Also, to hide the fact they had people among them who had the power to take down entire buildings. No, I had to go. In some ways, they even did me a favor.
And you never tried to reconnect with them? Even after you got free?
No, I looked for him. Even tracked down my father. He was just this old man. Didn't even recognize me. And if he did, he'd probably just hate me for what I've become. A crippled outcast, not something you'd put your pride in. So I let it lie, just walked away.
Ok. Donc je suis désolé les loulous, mais on va se taper ces trucs là puisque ça débloque des trucs, donc voilà.
What about your gift? I thought people died if they didn't use their fluid.
It's a myth. There are rogue Technomancers out there. Not a lot, but a few. They know how to control their fluid surges. Probably the only thing that piece of shit Marcello could take credit for. He introduced me to one of those guys, and after that, I learned to control it the hard way. The irony, no? I'll never be a Technomancer now, but I control the fluid better than any of Abundance's masters. Not for power, just to make sure my own brain doesn't fry.
What have you been up to since you left?
What have I done? Well, after spending 10 years of my life as a slave trying to pay that piece of shit Marcello back for what he called my debts, traveled in his luggage hold, did his dirty jobs, whatever he needed to get his business going. Carried crates, drove sand sales, shoveled sand, ran errands, but mostly just picked his customers' pockets. I traveled a lot, though, if I'm going to find any silver lining in it, and I've earned my damn place here in Noctis. Even if the price of that has been rarely sleeping in a real bed or reading a book that wasn't about accounting.
Should have remembered you. Back when we were kids, the world just revolved around you.
Really? How so?
I know it nearly killed you, but you were so gifted. While the rest of us worked, Technomancy just came so easy to you. It was amazing to watch.
The fact that it was easy is what cost me so much. The high I got from manipulating so much fluid was... well, you saw the result. If I talked for 1,000 years, I couldn't even touch the tip of the regret I have.
You can't blame anyone but our professors. They should have known better. How could you? They just got sucked into watching your power like the rest of us. It was hypnotic.
Too bad all that power isn't enough to let me go back in time and change it all. But I guess what's done is done.
Ok. Ben voilà. Lui c'est fait. De toute façon on a le temps, mais on va faire ça du coup. Attendez, quand je dis composer mon équipe, j'ai qui? Alors Amélia, on peut pas évidemment. Il y a Scott, il y a Phobos. Donc il reste Scott et Phobos. Donc on va le faire.
Hello, Phobos.
Hello, Zachariah. What can I do for you?
What really happened with your mother? I must say I didn't understand much. That stone? The police's arrival?
My mother was helping me as much as she could to carry out my mission. She would provide me with information, sometimes hide mutants on the run before they could leave the city. She was a wonderful woman, Zach, but someone turned her in. Fiorello heard and raced to get me out with your aid. Though how I yearned to save her, to get to the slums to warn her. But I knew I could not. You, though, could. The stone was a token of recognition. She knew what it meant. If she was turned in, she had to leave as soon as possible. And if she couldn't, the drawing was made with an ink made of jellyfish venom.
But why give her that poison?
I didn't want her to die, Zach. I loved my mother. But I knew what the ASC would do to her in their jail. If they caught her, she needed a way to avoid being tortured.
When did you discover that you were a mutant?
The first symptoms of mutation appeared when I was very young. I must say that I can't really remember very well. My mother noticed them, and she taught me how to hide the marks, even though I think that I didn't
On
know
va
what it
voir
meant. She was
si
hoping
ça
to
fait
keep me
quelque
close.
chose,
I was sent to one of the
parce que je suis pas convaincu. Ok.
What's the mutant?
Donc a priori,
as for me and our name.
a priori avec lui, on peut pas monter sa truc. Ok. Et du coup, avec Scott,
Zachariah, you...
ouais, a priori on peut pas non plus, mais on va lui donner le costume et les notes.
I brought you back what you asked for.
Oh, you found the ostrich egg cream.
No, but I found your notes on Technomancy, and I found a full kit. For Andrew, the prosthesis.
Ah, yes! The prosthesis. Give it to me. No. It shouldn't take me long. Roughly a few hours, just enough time to go through my notes. It would go even faster if you gave me a hand. You really didn't remember to bring me any cream. That's too bad.
Ben, je vais essayer de l'aider pour que ça fasse 6 heures. Pendant 6 heures.
I would like to help you, but I think that it's beyond my expertise. I'd better leave you alone and come back later today.
C'est bien ce que je pensais. Mais c'est pas grave. En tout cas, c'est parfait. Donc, a priori, avec eux, on s'en fout. Par contre, ouais, on va aller là, du coup.
Zachariah, I've got something I need to ask you. Zachariah, I am glad to see you. What you did, what you risked for us, no one will ever forget. We lost many, and for that, we are mourning. But we can at least celebrate that because of you, the Order has not disappeared.
We're brothers and sisters. We stand together.
Yes, and others have joined us too, you know. The merchants spread the word to those who are still in hiding. But for those non-initiated and those who passed, we are all here. Did the Great Master manage to tell or give you anything before he passed, before his sacrifice?
He told me to watch over the Order, gave me a tablet. He'd managed to translate the text of the relic I'd brought back from an excavation in Aurora.
And what did it say?
It talks about an important research base, the largest the settlers ever built on Mars, one that was in contact with Earth. It had a beacon. Unfortunately, it didn't say where the base was, only the location of a smaller dome that housed some of the larger base's scientists.
Then we must find it. Oh, I can feel it, Zachariah. We are so close to contacting Earth again.
Maybe, but I have the feeling we're not the only ones who know about it, though. Thanks to Alan, the ASC might have gotten their hands on the tablet while the Great Master was being held.
Alan? How could he betray our order? We have to beat the ASC to that dome. What can I do to help?
Dozens of Technomancers have spent years trying to re-establish contact with Earth. What can you tell me about that?
Well, first, that search has been stalled for years. At the beginning, of course, we collected anything relating to the settlers. Most of the relics, though, turned out to be just simple tools. The wars and our inability to travel out of our infrastructure had all but squashed the opportunity to explore. This is the first time that we have been freed of our yokes, free to explore again. What limits our work, though, is that few of us can read the settlers' secret writings. A gift, I believe, only the Great Master had. And with the most important knowledge having been written in that language, what we know, though, is that there is, in fact, an intact beacon somewhere. That there are still many undiscovered sites, and now today, with you, we have a hope again to find it.
Ok, donc on va pas lui demander à devenir un grand maître tout de suite parce que en fait ce que j'aimerais bien c'est laisser passer le temps et voir si on peut pas mettre l'autre grand maître par exemple. Voilà, jusqu'au soir, comme ça c'est bon, ça fait 16 heures.
Everything's gonna be fine. Why do you look so scared?
I just don't know whether I should believe it all just yet.
Why not? Scott even said he was sure he could find a way, and if anyone can do it, as crazy as he is, you'll see.
I'm not sure whether I'm more scared he'll fail or he will succeed. The last time I used Technomancy, I destroyed half a school.
Take a look. Good as new. Like she's right off the factory floor.
Okay, great. So we can get anywhere we need to go?
To the horizon and back if you need to.
Génial.
Zachariah, you look good. Better than I. As if that was hard to accomplish.
So, Scott, success?
Of course. These kits are rather easy to adapt to a prosthesis, and it's given me ideas. You see, we could produce prostheses with an electrical transmission system, even for non-technomancers. We would just have to...
May I?
Here.
I'd prefer if all those people weren't around.
Let's go to a quiet place. Hey, watch out!
Oh, you bought it? Don't worry, I've already messed you up enough.
You got me.
You know, not using Technomancy requires even more control, mastery. I'd completely forgotten this feeling of relaxation, peace.
Welcome back to your people, Andrew.
Thank you very much to both of you. It's so strange. I feel like I'm a new man.
You're welcome, my boy. Have fun.
Hey,
Hey back.
Non, on va pas le complimenter, on s'en fout. Genre j'ai une quête là. Attendez. Où ça? Où ça j'ai une quête? Ah, c'est toi?
Hey, Zach, I know you're busy and all, thousands of things on your plate, but that man I told you about, the one who got me deported, I want to go see him.
I understand. That man seems to be a real scumbag. I'll help you find him.
Thank you, Zach.
Ok, ouais c'est ça, c'était ça. Alors, maintenant qu'est-ce qu'on a? Après on est obligé de devenir technoman nous-mêmes quoi. Je l'avais mis de côté exprès pour voir si on pouvait mettre bidule là. Mais non. Bon bah tant pis hein.
Hey, Brad.
Zachariah, how's the hunting?
I've got your last specimen.
At last! Glands of the infamous Locusta tempestatus. Fantastic. My thanks are endless. Tell me, how was its behavior?
You're welcome. Its behavior, well, it looked like it was absorbing electrical power that made it stronger.
You don't say. Fascinating. Might you be willing to make some more collections while I study these? If so, the black mole would be quite a catch. It's been known to dwell in the canyons surrounding Noctis.
I'll see what I can do.
Non mais y a pas de souci hein.
Greetings, Zachariah.
Everybody settled in?
We are, Zachariah, yes. There's something on your mind, isn't there?
That obvious? The Great Master asked me to look after everyone. Having the unconditional support of everyone would help me a lot. Don't know how to pull that together, though.
We're a family, Zachariah. You'll always have our support. You're looking to become a great master, though. That's different. There are some who obviously will question your abilities to hold that position. It's not personal. You did tremendous things for us, Zachariah. You did. But not everyone knows you well enough. You're young, inexperienced, and while your talent speaks for itself, I have a feeling some will want to put those talents to the test before supporting you. My suggestion would be this. Find the most influential masters. I'm sure they'll have questions. Satisfy their expectations, and I believe nothing can stand in your way.
And I'll go see them.
Allons-y. Tenir l'approbation de tous les maîtres. Ah, je pense que ça va pas être facile. On va sauvegarder. Toi.
Hi. Melvin told me to find you.
Ah, so you're the one who's hoping to be our great master. You're so Young. Not that it diminishes the possibility, but to be worthy of such a role, one must have extensive knowledge of the settlers and Earth. Without that, how could you possibly lead us?
I agree. So why not test my knowledge?
Fair enough. An easy question. What is the name of the celestial body closest to Earth?
La Lune.
And what percentage of the beautiful blue Earth is covered in water?
Oh, 87, je crois.
The name of the mythical first man to enter space. What was it? Legend has it that he was an ancestor of the first Reachers, if you believe such tales.
J'en sais rien. Shepard.
Interesting. I believe 3 correct answers is good enough for me. I will ask one last question. The name of the first machine the Earthlings sent flying over our planet.
Pathfinder, je dirais.
Yes, you know much. Not all, but a lot. You must have been a conscientious student, but still too young to have the required knowledge. As such, my support is not something you can obtain. I'm sorry.
Oh, mais c'est dur.
Hi.
Bah, les couilles, je vais trouver.
Fair enough. And what percent...
Ah, c'est 71, c'est pas possible.
The name of the mythical... Interesting. You're indeed well-versed in astronomy, a rare quality in one so young. Perhaps there lies within you a strong link to Earth. Either way, it is an excellent sign of your potential to lead. You have my support.
Merci. On va faire une petite sauvegarde.
Hey there.
Ah, the man who hopes to rise from lieutenant to the ranks of great master. I'll be honest. I'd back you simply from what you've already done for us. To me, you've already proven your courage and leadership.
But
a great master also needs to take care of the logistics, like the equipment, keeping them working, upgrading them, and alright, I'll cut to the chase. I actually just want a better staff. So, in short, if I give you my staff, you get it upgraded. After, you'll have my support. Deal?
let me see what I can do.
Ouais. Je veux bien l'améliorer, mais ça va être la merde. Toi, tu veux quoi?
Hey there,
Melvin already told me you want to become our great master. I have no problem with it, but you'll have to prove you know how to fight first. Show me what you've got.
Putain, rigole pas en fait, hein.
Hey, sorry I hurt you, honestly. But if you can't fight better than that...
Ah la saloperie. Alors, attends, parce que moi j'ai été pas après, vois-tu, alors.
hey there.
No. hell of a fighter. Wasn't expecting that. How could I not give you my support after that? It'd be nice to have a great master who knows how to make some blood flow.
Bon, là c'est parfait, j'ai son soutien. Toi.
Hello, Zachariah. Word is that you aim to become our next great master. Please, take no offense, but it is my belief that you are far too inexperienced for such a monumental task. Enthusiasm you have, and strength. But look at the state of us. Our order is chaotic. Whoever leads us must have perfected our rites, that he might initiate our new Technomancers properly in our ways.
Then test me. Let my knowledge speak for itself.
So let it be. We are, as Technomancers, connected by a secret that we all learned the same way. Tell me, who were the protagonists of the message you saw?
J'en sais rien du tout.
And what was the object the Great Master gave you during the ceremony?
Tablette ancienne.
And what 2 oaths does the initiate recite to end the ceremony? Where in the world was your mind while you were being initiated? You answered those.
Ah oui, mais
Hello,
t'es
Zachariah.
marrante.
Whoever leads us must.
Then test me.
So let it be. And what was the object the And what 2 oaths does the I'm impressed. Perhaps I was wrong. You seem indeed ready to initiate our newcomers. You have my support. I'd be happy for you to become our great master.
Allez. Bon, par contre, l'autre, ça va être tendu, hein. Moi, j'ai pas de compétences en artisanat. Attendez, il veut quoi? Améliorer le bâton. Ah, j'ai pas réussi. Ah, fuck. Bah, je suis pas assez fort, ouais, tant pis, hein, on n'aura pas son soutien. Hein. Écoutez.
Really? You want to become Great Master and this is the best you could do? Disappointing! Damn disappointing. I thought you respected me, but at the end of the day, you give me this. Sorry, I can't vouch for you.
Bah, m'en fous. Ça avait l'air d'être un gros con. Moi, j'ai soutien de 3 personnes sur 4, c'est pas mal.
Greetings, Zachariah. My congratulations, Great Master Zachariah. The decisions of the other Technomancers were sent to me. Though I wish we could offer you a proper ceremony, we are but a shell of our former selves. Know that all of us, no matter how few, renew our vows before you to preserve the secret and continue to seek the Earth at any cost. I will, if it's your desire, ensure the communication between our brothers, and if you have any mission for us, please, do not hesitate to come see me.
Melvin, thank you. Just let me know if anyone gets wind of threats or any sort of information that'll allow us to move forward. Talk to you later.
Et ben voilà. Bon, du coup, on n'a pas tout ce qui est optionnel, mais je suis grand maître, ça fait plaisir.
Greetings, Zachariah.
Oui, ok. On va très bien. C'est parfait. Maintenant, on va rendre notre requête aussi là-haut. Ah, du coup, dans cet épisode, ça aurait été un épisode spécial blabla. Hein.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
So I went out to see if there's any Vori in the city.
Can I put my mind at ease now?
They're out. Put your worries to rest. I really doubt Anton will send any more our way.
Fantastic. That is an enormous weight off my chest, Zachariah.
I got your merchandise to your client, but while I was there, she told me something troubling.
What's that?
Victor apparently stopped the caravan, tortured and killed its merchants, but he didn't kill them before they told him where Noctis is, and from what she heard, your city's about to be overrun by ASC.
That doesn't quite... All the caravans sent to Ophir have already returned. Strange. Knew we couldn't hide forever. We could try, but... knew the ASC snakes would slither in at some point. Thank you for the heads up. I'll be sure to send a little something to my client in thanks, too.
I'm sure the ASC's in Noctis. Maybe they replaced the men in the caravan and snuck in the city like that. I'll look into it. If it's true, we need to find the bullshit merchant sooner rather than later.
Zachariah, do you hear yourself? Don't be so paranoid. I told you not to worry, didn't I? Now listen, if you find there's truth to it all, we'll act, and swiftly. But until then, they're just rumors, nothing more. I need another favor, Mr. Mancer. Seems looters have taken to attacking our caravans in the canyon leading to Ophir lately. They would have likely come down to the city in order to fence their spoils. They haven't. This makes me doubt that the thieves are free agents. Perhaps they're working under someone else's interests. But I'd like to have more than a suspicion, and I'd like it to stop. Set up a counter-ambush, catch the looters red-handed, make them talk.
Got a more specific plan?
Been hatching one. You hide among the merchandise on board one of the caravans, belonging to a merchant I fully trust. When the attack hits...
Then I head back, get as rough as I need to until they tell us who's sending them, and who their mole in Noctis is.
Smart man.
I'll think about it.
Ok. Bon bah voilà. Du coup, va falloir faire pas mal de choses. Alors... je sais pas trop... Bah je crois qu'on a tout rendu.
Hey, Dandolo sent me.
You're the Mancer, right? He told me about you. I've already started talking about the routes I'll take in the future. If there's a spy, he'll hear about it soon enough.
Good. Then if you're ready, I'm gonna hide in your merchandise.
Get in my sand cell and hide among the cargo. You should be safe there.
Ok. On va pas monter tout de suite. On va voir...
Zach, I need to talk to you, without the others around. Something personal.
Sorry, Amelia, but I'm already working on something right now. Can we talk later?
Ok. Sans Scott. Sans Scott? Comment ça sans Scott? Mais Scott il est pas là? What the fuck? Je pense que c'est parce que j'ai une mission en cours avec Nisha. Je pense que c'est pour ça. J'ai pris là? Ah ouais, je vais prendre ça, lance 3 arcs. Au lieu de 2. Ça me paraît cool. Ensuite on ira là. Voilà. Alors par contre, au niveau du stuff... Voilà, alors, tu as quoi de mieux? Ah, tu as ça, mais tu ne peux pas, tu n'as pas assez de force, ma petite. Ah oui. Dis donc, va falloir augmenter ta force, hein. Deviens plus forte, je ne sais pas, moi. Non, peut-être que moi, je dois avoir 3 de force, en fait. On verra quand je mettrai la force, quoi. Alors, veste de technicien... On va lui mettre un truc avec Artisanat, mais je sais pas quoi lui mettre. Remarquez, ça c'est bon aussi, hein. Sauf qu'il y a pas en artisanat, mais bon. Bah écoutez, on va lui mettre le plus haut. Donc on a du 10%, du 11%, du 1%, du 8%, du 16%, mais elle peut pas mettre, il n'y a pas de force. Ok. Donc on va mettre... Eh ben mets ça, hein, écoute. Ce sera pas mal. Donc le casque. Ah, t'as le droit au casque, toi. Nice. Niveau de la matraque cloutée, je sais plus si on a regardé, donc 36 là. C'est plus. Ah bah voilà, on va lui mettre du 36. Va falloir revendre nos conneries aussi parce que ça commence à faire. Alors jambière de soldat, pantalon. Okay, bon, on va lui mettre du 5. Voilà. Et voilà. Il y avait pas un truc genre en bas là, j'ai vu là. Ah si, les bottes. Mais c'est pour moi ça. Mais j'ai rien en bottes. Moi ce qui m'énerve c'est que j'ai pas des bottes. J'ai pas des bottes pour moi quoi. C'est vraiment dommage. Oh. Ah bah oui, bah ça nique carrément. Hop. Nouveau bâton, attendez. C'est la classe quand même. Pourquoi il dit que j'en ai un nouveau? Je sais pas. C'est chelou. Alors au niveau des gants, est-ce qu'on a mieux? Non du tout. Bon bah c'est pas mal là. Une bonne petite équipe. Une belle cohésion de groupe je pense. Alors par contre, je voulais savoir, on a quoi comme mission du coup partout? Genre là, voyager. On a la taupe ici. On a le truc où il faut se rendre à Ophir à nouveau. Ça va être chiant, mais il va falloir s'y rendre de toute façon. Alors ce qu'on peut aller faire, c'est tuer la taupe noire. On va le faire après. Ça c'est secondaire aussi. On va faire les deux secondaires dans la prochaine vidéo. Ça c'est quoi? Ah le dôme. Ouais ok. Je le sens bien comme ça. Donc les loulous, nous on se laisse là. Donc je vous dis à plus tard pour la suite. Bye bye.